South Korea has chosen its new president this week. It's Yoon Suk-yeol of the Conservative People Power Party, who also served as the country's chief prosecutor until last year. Now, before Mr. Yoon officially gets sworn in as the 13th president of South Korea, let's learn more about who he is and his background. Born in 1960, Yoon was raised by parents who were both educators. He studied law at Seoul National University, but it took him 9 times to pass the bar exam in 1991. After starting his career as a prosecutor in 1994, Yoon made his name as an aggressive prosecutor who was not afraid to handle big names in politics. In 2013, Yoon led a special investigation team to look into the possible interference by the National Intelligence Service in the 2012 presidential election. While pushing ahead with the case, Yoon tried to prosecute some high-ranking officials and eventually got demoted from the Seoul prosecutor's office. But he made a comeback in 2016 when he helped convict former President Park Geun-hye for abuse of power. Yoon's commitment to running the prosecution as an independent body was endeared by President Moon Jae-in, who later appointed Yoon as the country's prosecutor general in 2019. However, things quickly turned sour when Yoon began investigating some of the most prominent figures in Moon's office, including former Justice Minister Cho Guk, who was facing corruption allegations involving his family. After Cho resigned, the newly appointed Justice Minister Chu Mi-ae was also in a bitter feud with the Prosecutor General, so much so that she used her authority to suspend Yoon from his position in late 2020. And ironically, these intense confrontations would help Yoon build his political stature. In March last year, Yoon resigned from his post as chief prosecutor. And in just 4 months, he began his run for presidency as the main opposition candidate with just one goal: to replace the South Korean government with a new ruling party. And now, Yoon has achieved that goal as the newly elected president of South Korea. As a former prosecutor who's all about following the rules and concrete policy, it remains to be seen what Mr. Yoon will do as the new leader of our country.